Okay, we got a bunch of traders. We've got some time in this video, so we looked at roads and bridges. Let's also start looking at some traders. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Banished with your host Midnight. And what we're doing is we're still exploring Colonial Charter. So we started off this series with exploring the houses, and you can see we got down all the houses. I was told I missed maybe a couple different variations, but that's okay. I got a general understanding of what I'm looking at for house-wise. So these are all the houses that are coming out of Colonial Charter, except for when we're looking at some of the Quay-related stuff, the Key-related stuff, which is the docks. But right now we're going to look at roads. And we're going to start with all the standard roads, maybe go 2 wide, and see what kind of the roads look like, maybe next to each other, or just in comparison, so we can get an understanding of maybe how we can merge or put some of these together to make very interesting road combinations. So I'm just going to go ahead and start laying roads down. I think I have enough spaces in between to get an understanding. And I think that this is just the grade area out. I'm not too sure if my builders are going to have to come along and just kind of whack on these for a little bit. They might have to. But we'll see what happens. I can go ahead and do a 3 on this one since it's kind of 3 wide. And put down some of these stone ones. I guess that house is a little bit bigger. Yeah, I don't know if it's leaving like a ghost or if that's the actual look to it. Let's just run this for a little bit. I want to see if this is... No, okay, so they're going to go ahead and beat these roads out. We just started to see a couple guys working on the dirt roads. So we got some, I think we're putting down, what was that? That was the Moss Road. That should be interesting to see. So, I mean, the purpose of this, the whole purpose of me exploring this Colonial Charters is because we just got done doing the challenge, and I felt like I didn't have enough information about Colonial Charters. I didn't have enough information what the houses look like or what the roads look like, and unfortunately I was on a 6-hour build, and I didn't really get an opportunity to kind of, you know, really play and explore to see if I can make something really pretty. I spent a lot of time just clicking around to find items that I wanted to put down. So if you go back and you watch that video, you know, you'll see probably a good wasted hour of me just hunting for stuff. Let's see here. What else we have? We also get into the bridges under this item. So I'm going to get into the bridges as well. But of course I need a little bit of water to do that. There's a tunnel as well. There's a stone bridge split. We'll look at that. We have dock roads. And flatten aesthetic plaza pieces for decoration in certain flatland conditions. What does that look like? Plaza straight. Oh, I can't. I have to lay these down individually. I can't. I wonder if these are like ghost blocks or something. Let's see. That's. I like that texture. That's a neat little texture. What is this corner piece? Oh, for something like this? Is that what it's supposed to be doing? Let's look at this. How would that work? Let's see if I can put these together. Oh, I guess I can come up with it like this. To use these corners something like this to get kind of like a weird shape, or I could have used it as a point. I'm thinking maybe. I'm not too sure. Let's look at this other piece. What is this? Oh, like a little walkway. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see here. What else? And remove roads. Alright, well, let's let them build these roads. And while they're building those roads, let's come over here and look at some of these. bridges. So we've got a wooden bridge, standard wooden bridge. We'll just go ahead and put this across. Get an idea what that looks like. We have a wood and stone bridge. Oh yeah, that's too close. That's pretty neat. I like that. We've got a wooden brick bridge. Oh, wow. I really like the look of that one. We have a drawbridge. Am I going to be able to put this across here? Let's put this across, maybe right here. Will that work? Yeah, I can get it in right here. Huh. I wonder... That probably doesn't open up when a ship comes by. I wonder if it does. Maybe when we put down a trade ship, see if that opens up. Let's look at the stone bridge. Ooh, I like the stone bridge. It's like multi... Why is that? It's just so much... It's wider. It's like a two pass. It's interesting to lay down 3 pieces, though, for that particular bridge. There's a brick bridge, I think it's... Yeah, it's similar. Okay. We've got a covered bridge. This should look really nice. And what is this? Creek plank bridge. Rock bridge. Bridge made of stones. Designed for small creeks. Okay, we need to find a creek. Old Creek Bridge. We need that. Let's, dock bridge. Let's see if we can do dock bridge down here. How does this work? Okay. Alright, well that's kind of cool. Tunnel. I know what a tunnel is, but we'll look at that. What is this? Stone bridge with only a left-hand railing. Huh. Why would you want to do that? That's just... I like that bridge for the no railing at all. And then what about this one? This is like a right-hand railing? Huh. That's kind of interesting. And then what is this? Stone bridge split rail. Stone bridge split end railing piece. Huh. I'm not entirely sure what you would use that for. What would you use that for? It's supposed to be an end piece? I don't know if I fully understand this. Something like this? Is that the way that it's supposed to be? Is that what we're thinking about here? I don't know. I don't know if I get that or not. Maybe it's like this. But that doesn't look very good. Because it's like sitting in the middle of the bridge. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys that play this often can tell me, because this... You can't get 2 pieces lined up like this, because it... Oh, maybe you can't. Let's see. Maybe something like this? I don't know, it looks weird. It looks strange to me, unless it's supposed to be right here. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be right there. Hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah, it's probably supposed to fit in just like that. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I can see it. Like a little cute little piece there. It doesn't really look good. It looks better on the one that has a railing on there. That's kind of hard to marry up, though. I don't know. See how that's weird? You can't... Okay, you can get to marry up there, but then how do you get to marry up this? There we go. I guess you have to just play with it. You have to just mess around with it until it kind of like snaps in. And you can find a place to snap it in. Let's see, what else? What else do we have here? We have dock road. Dock road for vertical... For up-down vertical roads. And I'm not too sure what that means. Let's come back over here. put this dock road in here. And let's do this one here. And this last one, diagonal cut road. Probably not going to look good side by side, but... well, it might look like a pier, you know? You go down to a pier. Okay, there's that. And flat and aesthetic plaza. Didn't we just do this? I thought we did this already. Let's see here. Bridges, tunnel. We didn't do a tunnel, but I think everybody understands what a tunnel is, right? If not, let's go ahead and put one in. Let's put a tunnel through here. Okay, we're gonna have to clear this out because people can't see this. There we go. So that's what a tunnel looks like. It's a little tunnel through the mountain, which is nice if you want to get from one end of the mountain to another. To be honest with you, I haven't really used the tunnels. So let's go ahead and let the builders do their thing. I have a ton of people, so I'll just make maybe like 50 builders. See if we can get these roads knocked out pretty quickly to get a peek at them. But that's the roads. So I've got all the roads. Oh, the creeks. I don't have the creek. Do I have a creek? I do. Okay, so here's the creek. Let's maybe clear this area out and get kind of a look of what the creek is going to look like. Okay, let's go back to the roads for the creek. And let's see, I've got this creek crossing here. That's cute for a little creek. Stone, this is okay. It kind of looks like it's floating though. Looks like it's floating over. Oh, I like that. I like that little creek bridge there. And that was it for the, right? Because we did the docks, we did the tunnel, we did this, we did all these. Okay. Let's let them get that road in. These roads in. And kind of get an understanding of how colored these roads are, what these roads kind of look like. I like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is soil road. I thought I turned the weather effects off. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it still does winter. Let's see. Weather effects. Temperature. Yeah, well, I thought I turned weather effects off. I guess we just have to deal with. That's okay. That should be done. These guys should be done with the... My roads. Look at all these guys working on the roads. This is great. They're all hammering away. Get the road done. Get the road done. What are these guys going to work on? Interesting. They took a bunch of stuff to build the roads. I have 0 enable. I'm not too sure what they're doing there. They're putting stuff in there. Huh. Okay, well I think that was all the roads. We're gonna have to wait though for a second to see what we can do to get a look at these roads and see what they all look like. But I like the bridges. The bridges are very neat. I like the fact that they're covered in winter. Some of them have snow on them. I'm very interested to see if this drawbridge actually works. I have a feeling it doesn't. Stuff doesn't move in this, in Banished. There's no animation for some of these models, or any of these models, I think. Except for the fact that maybe you've got some smoke coming out of buildings, but I don't think... When you put down windmills and stuff like that, there's nothing. Okay, we got a bunch of traders. We've got some time in this video, so... We looked at roads and bridges. Let's also start looking at some traders. And we can get into some of these traders while we're waiting. Do I want to do that now? Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna break that into a separate video. I want to look at these roads in more detail as soon as we get through winter. We're done here. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's take a peek at these. What I'm looking for is what a good combination of roads would be. I like this really dark one. So that's what, 4 in. So that's this dark road. If we put down this dark road here, this dark soil road, let's go 3 wide. And then they finished this one, right? Which one was this one? I want to think that they did finish these roads. And that they're not waiting on... they're not waiting on something. Why does it look like this one's gray? Doesn't that look gray to you? What does that road take? What number was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in. Brick road. Yeah. I don't think that it popped it in. It doesn't look like it should look like this. It should look dark like that and dark like that. But it's not coming out that color. I think this is ghosted until I come up with some sort of weird. Am I gonna need bricks for them to be able to do anything? That's kind of interesting. But I like this road. And when you start thinking about what can I put like a walkway, let's say that this is the main street. This is the main area, and you're talking about maybe I'll have a building here and I'll have a building here, and I'm looking for some sort of walkway. I like this kind of walkway. It looks pretty nice. They didn't finish these either. Why didn't they finish those? What am I missing for those? Logs. Okay, here. I have a ton of logs. Are they gonna put those down? Yes, okay. They're actually gonna put these down. That's interesting. I have enable 0 build costs, but that didn't quite work for the brick either. And I don't have brick in here. Okay, that's much better. That's better to get a peek at that. They're not going to build this until I have some brick. What does it take to make brick? Brick is some sort of production here. See, this is where I have my problem. Smelting building. Saw pit, brickwork. Building supplier, homewares. Let's put down this brickwork really fast. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make bricks because I don't have clay or furnace fuels. And so now I need to figure out how to get clay. And clay would be part of a resource here. Shore house, which gives you clay and sand, right? So I'd have to put in one of these guys. Really? It doesn't need to be in the water? Some of it needs to be in the water. Dang, I was off by 1 piece. Alright, let's add a couple people to this. And max it out at 2. And let's see here, that'll give me... You want this one's clay, right? That'll give me clay. Let's get clay. And I need furnace fuel. One of the ways to make furnace fuel... Now, we're kind of getting into production chain, but I don't want to get too deep in the production chain because I want to be able to... Let's do fuel refinery here. I want to be able to... yeah, we can do this from firewood. Perfect. I want to do the change later. Okay, so I have people making this. I can give myself like 1,000,000 pieces of firewood. That's not that hard. So this guy should now be producing firewood. Should be producing furnace fuel. And the furnace fuel should be going in to produce my bricks. So we'll get some bricks in, and I want to see these other 2 roads. I've got 2 brick roads here. It's interesting that I can build a brick bridge, but I can't build a brick road without having to actually make some bricks. It's weird. Whatever. Whatever. Let's put down a little storage over here. Get a little stockpile right there. So people don't have to put the finished goods. What is this? Lumber? We don't want you making lumber, man. Let's stop on the lumber. You guys are done working. And we'll just make furnace fuel, and we will make... Yeah, the other point was that this thing generates lumber like crazy. So this would be great if you really need to have a bunch of firewood and a bunch of lumber, because I got just an absolute ton of lumber here. But good, we're getting the clay. I think the bricks are immediately going. They're immediately going to be put down. Yep, some people are starting to put them down already. Alright, let's just keep our firewood up since we're using this for fuel. Let's give myself some more tools too. I don't know what add textiles was. No idea what that means. What the textiles were. Oh, that was the firewood that I created. That's gonna get used up though. They are making an abundance of furnace fuel, so. Okay, we almost got this brick road done. It's getting there. So, like I said, the question is what kind of, if you're thinking about a main thoroughfare, what would you want that to look like as you're walking down the road? And I like this I might like this combination of this. Let's try that. This little. Let's see what this looks like on the side here. We're only gonna do like a piece. And I think I want to look at the brick too. The brick should look really nice. And then let's look at, I think I want to look at some of this lumber, which was this type of road, right? Let's do this little piece right here. And maybe, didn't like the moss so much, but let's try it though. I just want to see what the moss looks like right next to it. A little bit of moss. We can start taking a peek at what this combination looks like. So, you know, I like to think, I'm thinking of how do you put down a road and make it look nice, right? I want a main thoroughfare going down next to my houses, but then I also want like a walkway or something. I want something that is going to look like a sidewalk. A good combination, right? Because then when you're talking about ghost items, then you can talk about, oh, I'm going to have a little cart here on the road, sitting next to it on the road. Or I'm going to have like a little lamppost or, well, no, that's a Hankman snooze. I'm going to have like a little lamppost or something. So I want to see what this is going to look like. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's put down, just to kind of simulate this road scenario. Let's put down, let's see what these, too fancy. I like this one better. No, I thought this was a ghost item. So that's kind of interesting. It won't let me put it down. But I thought it was a ghost item. Am I in ghost items? Yes, I'm in a ghost item. So I thought ghost items can sit on top of other things. Somebody's gonna have to correct me for this because that doesn't make any sense to me. Adding decorations to your town, you can... Oh, maybe these are not ghost items. Maybe they're just pure decorations. That's the ghost variation. Okay, wait. Let me go back to this. Okay, this is the ghost variation. Oops. Come back here. Yeah, so think of it like this, right? I've got a street with some lamps. I got my walkway going. I'm almost liking this walkway better. What about just a standard, like, little dirt road next to it? Is that gonna look good enough? Maybe have a cart or something. Let's see. Where's a cart? Town decoration. Yeah, let's put a little cart here. You know, think of it something like this, right? So you're trying to find some sort of combination. That combination's actually alright. I don't know why they didn't get this. Wow, that's really white. Okay, well, that was the roads and bridges. So we knocked out roads and bridges. You get where I'm coming from, right? I'm trying to find some sort of combination of what would look good, and that's part of understanding what everything is in this mod. How do these pieces of this mod come together? I mean, I probably should have used this. How do these pieces of this mod come together so that you can make something look really nice? And I think, you know, there's some combination in these roads that you can come out with that you can have a really nice looking kind of street and walkway. I like this brick with maybe this, or this brick with this, something that's a little bit lighter. Maybe that would look pretty nice. Or you can even do the red brick combination with the white brick being the road, or the red brick being the road and this being the sidewalk. So that would look pretty interesting. So I mean, a lot of different combinations you can come up with, trying to figure out what road looks better. But that's it for this episode. I really appreciate it. Next episode, we're going to take a look at some of the storage options. So we'll clear out an area for storage, and we'll have a quick peek at that and see what that looks like. I appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you so much. Put a like if you like the series. Leave comments in the comment section below. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for your support. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you liked the video, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay on top of all of our latest video releases. I release content almost every day. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.